Good morning, my Christian friends. My name is Claude Shields. I'm a Christian believer. I truly believe in the Lord and all the blessings that He has provided for us, and I like to talk about that. I like to talk about faith and what the Lord has done for us and what He continue will do for us, especially here in America where we seem to be drifting away from the faith. Because I believe, being a Christian and a strong Christian, because my background is Pentecostal Apostolic, where I was in Akron, Ohio. I was at the Pentecostal Pilgrim Rest Apostolic Church in Akron, Ohio, under Bishop Lawrence Banks, which has passed away now. He died in 1972, and his wife died in 73, I think it was. But I'm still a strong believer, because I believe the Lord can still do what He says He'll do. He'll take care of us. He'll take care of us, and I believe that. I believe He'll do what He said He's going to do. And I even wrote a book, and I like to talk about my little book here. And I wrote this book. You see it right there. It says, "How to Get Close to God." How to Get Close to God by Claude Shields, right there. How to Get Close to God by Claude Shields. And I wrote that, and it's only 95 pages, but it's also a help for people. It's like a condensed help to help people along. And we need a lot of help of believers. We do, because we're really no different than the people of old and the children of Israel, how they drifted away and they had the Lord walking right with them, and they would still change on Him. They would not listen, and the Lord would tell them stuff, and then they would drift away. And it is no different than today. The Lord tells us stuff, and we drift, and we get so far away from God until we lose our strength, we lose our ability to communicate with God, and then we want to blame God and blame others and blame other people, and but we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Because even me, over the years, I'm 71 now, but even me, over time, I mean, I've had strong years when my belief was very strong, a strong prayer life and fasting, all of that. And then I would get where I didn't want to do it. I didn't think it was necessary, and I wanted to do other things and look at foolishness and TV programs and just silly stuff that would make a Christian weak. It would make a Christian weak. And I got involved in stuff, not on a very serious scale, but enough to make me weak. And that's what I want to talk about. I don't want people to get weak. Now, one of the things I've been looking at here lately is I've been reading in the book of Hebrews, which was one of the writers or apostles, or one of the writers. It doesn't say who the writer was in Hebrews, but if you read Hebrews, it's such a serious book written to the Hebrews. It's very serious. Starting when he first started off in the first chapter, he started off as so strong in his teaching and what he was telling in the Hebrews, and read all through the first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, and he's just telling us to believe and not let this get away. And then in the 12th chapter, 11th chapter, it's the faith chapter, and it's telling us to have faith, because without it, you're not going to get anywhere. And that's all part of the building blocks of Christianity. Without it, you're nowhere. And it's telling us not to forsake that, not to get away from it. And then in the 13th chapter, it's just a common old everyday common sense how to live, how to entertain strangers, obey them to have the rule over you, believe in God, have a strong prayer life. And it's just talking about that. And it's a very good chapter because of the seriousness. Now I have a tablet, and this is what I use to uh, listen. I listen at the
Hebrews 4. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them.
well, see, now that's the fourth chapter. Now I use this.
For we which have believed.
I use my little tablet, which this was only $49. It's an Amazon tablet, $49, and I ordered it off of Amazon, and it's a good to listen to audiobooks. And I listen to audiobooks, and I read along with this person talking, and it makes you can study. It gives you just another enhancement to study, and to listen to the Word of God, and to try to help yourself, and set aside some of your TV programs. Take out of your diet a couple of TV programs in the evening, or take out of your diet a one or two TV programs in the daytime, and listen to the Word of God, and listen to what the Lord has to say, and build your faith, and build your belief. Add to your strength in God. Listen to what the Lord has to say. Now, in my book, I have one of the things that I have in here let me see what chapter it is in my book that I have here. It's called in the fifth chapter in my book. How to Get Close to God. It's a book. The chapter is it says here assignments. An assignment, faith. It has here because in my book I tell you that if you're a Christian, the Lord is going to give you. He's going to give you an assignment. You're going to have an assignment. God is going to give it to you, and it could be anything. It could be a nurse in a hospital to take care of babies. It could be a prison guard to keep other bad prisoners from beating up people. It could be a police officer to try to do good on the police force. It could be a representative for the city. And it could just be a good neighbor in a bad neighborhood. You're going to have an assignment. And it could be just to be a good father and good parent, a good grandmother, a good person in the church, a good sister or a good brother, a good person that help keep things going and make things work in your neighborhood, in your church. The church needs people to make the church work. You have a membership of 300-400 people. Everybody in the church is not the same. They're different, and they running around, and some people need encouragement. They need to be talked to. They run in the church in a big hurry. They're late, a lot of them, and they try to come. They try to do the best they can, but a little encouragement. So good to see you, brother. So good to see you, sister. So shake hands with people. And if you're a bus driver and picking up Sunday school kids, that's a gift right there. That's a work. Speak to people and greet them, and it's a lot of different works you can do. And once you get these things mastered, the Lord will also give you the other gifts, which is to lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. And that's anybody. It said, these signs shall follow them that believe. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. And that's anybody. You don't have to be a special person. You can be man or woman. God's gifts is for anybody, and so you can graduate to that. You can discern things. You can know what people are, what's wrong with people, what's troubling them. The Lord will show it to you, and that's a gift too, to discern what's in the heart of another person that's troubled. Okay, discern secrets of people that's in their heart. For the good, okay? So ask for that from God. The God will bless you. Remember my book. Buy my book. Be encouraged. My video has to stay around 10 minutes, so I'm getting ready to end it. But trust God. Believe in Him. Okay? And get close to God. Get close to Him. And buy this book. This book is $5.31 on Amazon.com. $5.31. And that's me right there on the back, Claude Shields. Buy the book and help me out and be encouraged. And thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.